Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the newsletter for the month of March, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So, there's a lot coming into the game, some good things, some awkward things, kinda bad, but let's check them. So, starting with Kamimura Maika's renewal. We already knew this, and it's pretty good that Maika is getting a renewal. Honestly, half of her skills are kind of unusable or pretty low value, so I have high expectations, high hopes of this one. So I just wish that they do something right with this renewal, and definitely I want to see that leader skill, guys. Let's hope for the best. So obviously whenever we have these campaigns, these renewals, they come with a pack. And well, technically 2 packs. One that is cheap, that is going to give you Demonite and a copy of the weapon, and one that is a little bit more expensive, but it gives you the limited supporter for the character release, you know, and the character and another bunch of stuff like skins, another copy of the weapon. So it is pretty good value, honestly, but if you don't want to buy those, it's completely fine. Besides, this particular character release supporter isn't that great, so you're not missing anything. Unless you want the copy just for formations, that would be actually fine. Now, again, with these character renewals, we get the banner. This time it's gonna have X71 Deep Impact. I wonder what that is going to do. Is it going to have the whole character or a specific color, or I don't know. Let's see what it does. And it also comes with the Momochi weapon and Lapis Prism. Both weapons are... The Momochi weapon is usable, honestly. It is a little bit niche, but usable. But Lapis Prism, ugh, that's awful. Anyways, let's see. Upcoming March events. We have 2 login rewards, and from those we will get gems, Phantasmal Die, Candy, Limited Gacha. Okay, that's actually good. Why they give... maybe it's a box, like the Christmas gifts that we have right now. Maybe. No, not Christmas, Valentine's Day that we have now. Maybe it's like one of those. Onsen ticket and more. Okay. So the Limited Gacha coin is what you want, so be sure to log in. And why they event? Clear surprise mission and obtain rewards. Oh, okay. A double XR, Lost Drive, Candy, James and more. Okay, on this campaign we're gonna get a copy of the seasonal supporter for Astaroth. A copy of the weapon, a copy of the seasonal weapon for the for Astaroth, not the supporter. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. And start your engine racing event. Okay, yeah, this is a game board event. It says roll dice obtained from surprise missions and race around the track to gain rewards, like gems, white day gift, limited gacha coins, commander mark, check flag, and more. Okay, so you want to log in every day so that you get your daily dice and you're able to just clear this event. The board events are a little bit RNG, and if you do not optimize your currency, you might not complete it. It is very doable, but you don't want to miss a day. Trust me, just log in and do the mission and claim those dice, or if they are a daily gift, just pick it up and that's it. Oh, Chapter 23 Update Event. An event where you can obtain rewards by clearing achievement missions celebrating the release of main Chapter 23. Gems, gacha coins, friend emblems, Doki Doki present, and more. That's nice. No way. Okay, this is interesting, guys. I think we're gonna get a new skin soonish. Okay, well, let's talk about the next supporter. So, everyone wanted this, and it's finally happening. Mirabel is finally coming into the game. Yes! Yes. Obviously, this is going to take a while. It's not coming this month. It's coming... I say this month, but this coming March. It's gonna be on April. Yeah, she's gonna be coming on April because on March we're gonna have her limited supporter. And I'm going to show you what this limited supporter does. So, Outstanding Commander. Increases critical rate by 6% for 5 seconds every 3 combos. Stack up to 5 times. Up to 5 times? I thought this was just 3 times. God. That's 30% critical rate increase. Wow, that's big. And has a 20% chance on critical hit to increase the target's damage by 24% for 5 seconds. So it is a little bit unfortunate, yet balanced, yet usable. In the end, this support is gonna be usable, definitely, but I wouldn't call it busted. Yet it has potential, and I'll explain why in a moment. But let's continue reading. So the extra passive, if you have it on the main, reduces damage taken by 16% for protected characters, for protected allies. And last one, active, increases damage dealt by 40% for self and allies against all enemies for 20 seconds. Additionally, increase the speed of machine type allies by 20%. So I think this is a good thing because it is very likely that Mirabel is a machine type character. There's also the possibility that she's human and they are just giving it an extra synergy, but it wouldn't make that much sense to have this limited supporter not enhance the character itself. So, well, why is this balance? Because of the chance to increase damage for 5 seconds. With attacks that have multi-hits, you'll basically have this kinda guaranteed. So it is not that difficult to do, especially if you have that amazing critical rate increase. You want this for fast attacker. You don't want to use this for Murasaki. Maybe Murasaki can use it on blue specifically because of the Beyblade attack, but honestly she's kind of slow. But if you use this on someone like Felicia with the super basic enhancer, well, you're gonna crit a lot and you're gonna get that damage increase. The protect type damage reduction is nice, yeah, and it helps the player to be incentivized to use this on the main. But the most important effect, I think, is the active, because it's a 40% damage increase on 20 seconds. That's a huge duration. 35 seconds is gonna be on. It's gonna be on downtime. It's not gonna be active, the effect, but honestly, it's still pretty good. And consider these, guys. None of these effects are passive effects, like a 30% damage reduction just cause. No. These effects are giving you buffs. That means that this supporter is gonna work perfectly with Kana. And if you use Spinel in your team, that's even better because you have another source of buff. Or maybe, let's say you're a machine type character like, what's her name? Emily with the Sledge of Blessing. She's also going to buff the attack of the party, so it can be really, really aggressive. I hope that Mirabel is extremely good on blue, because this supporter would be amazing. And if she buffs herself, wow, that would be Spinel levels of good, I can tell you that. Or I hope so. Well, let's go back to the mail. So we have over here limited supporter Punisher Yukikaze. Pick up gacha repeat. I am so glad this is getting a repeat. This limited supporter isn't tied to anything at all. It is not tied to an event. It is not tied to a character pack, like limited character weapon and supporter pack, you know. Nor is it a character release, a limited character release supporter. No. Dremor just added this, and honestly, it used to be very good. Now it's not that great, but it still has an issue because it's a 40% damage reduction against humans. It is not something that you should disregard And most importantly, you probably want to get one copy just to have the formations. Just check the formations to see if you're interested in that. So yeah, I'm really glad that they're adding this. And the reason I said that perhaps they'll add a skin, look at this model, guys! Look at this model! That's Yuki! But that's not the Yuki we know! Perhaps she will become playable. Perhaps they will release a skin, maybe a paid skin like Momochi's armor. You know, the Momochi Toyo's armor for Momochi Nagi, something like that. Like it was cheap yet paid, but well, they could do that, or they could just add it into the game. I don't know. Whatever they do, it's fine. But I'm glad to see that this is coming back. Honestly, not that it's a high priority. I don't think it is a high priority. Check the formations and you tell me if you consider the effects are good. But since this wasn't tied to anything, there was no way to predict when this would come back. That's the only thing that I'm going to say about it. So let's go to the next one. March, Golden Pass. So we have the Golden Pass, and Kirara Racing Queen Kirara is going to be the skin. It looks pretty nice and all, but I mean, I really like the skin. But honestly, I would have placed a different character on the Golden Pass, because Kirara, she needs, even with the renewal, she needs a buff. Well, anyways, the next one. New story event. For new story event, we have a new supporter, which is going to be Ronin Spica. So Ronin Spica, it is not that impressive, honestly. We have it here. So it says Water Art Bubble Wall. Knock back surrounding enemies at a 30% chance when hit, and envelops self in bubble for 5 seconds and decreases damage taken by 20%. Honestly, this is pretty mid, going to bad, honestly. This could be way better, or viable at least, if the damage reduction was a constant effect, something permanent, not as a buff, but just damage reduction by having this equipped, and it was, let's say, 30%. This would be okay for PvP. Even for PvE, it could be usable. The knockback is appreciated on PvP for sure, but the fact that it's chance based is kind of not the greatest. It doesn't say that it has a cooldown, like every 5 seconds after activation, so that means that it's spammable, and that's pretty strong. But again, it's chance based, that's not very consistent. And the thing is that you knock back the enemy, and when you knock back the enemy, you get the damage reduction, so the enemy is not going to be next to you, so you're gonna lose a little bit of advantage, or it's not gonna be as effective, because the enemy is pushed away the moment you get the damage reduction, and then the counter goes down, the timer goes down on the buff. So yeah, it is not like the smartest design here. You probably want one copy, and that's about it. You don't want to have this anymore. Whenever the rerun happens, you'll want to just dismantle the copies for sure. And let's read the active. Fire bubbles around and deals damage equal to 840% of attack, and decreases critical resistance by 60% for 6 seconds. God, is that critical resistance drop nice. It is extremely nice, I love it. But the merit is that you have to use the passive, and you don't want to use the passive. And besides, it is just not a good idea to create on let's say Time 5 BR, and on what's the other one? Total War. On Total War, you're not going to be, you don't need the critical resistance down. So yeah, it is a shame. It is not a good supporter, in my opinion. Now, we also have a rerun for Yasuna, guys. Okay, would I get another copy of this? I think it's not a good idea to get 2 copies of Yasuna. I don't think there is any reason for us to have 2 copies of Yasuna, even though it is an excellent supporter. Why is this an excellent supporter? Because it gives you an extra drop. It gives you like I don't remember how much, like 20% chance of the extra drop or 40. I don't know, but you get chance to receive additional drops from your daily quest. So yeah, you need this. Every player needs this. If you're new, be sure to grab this. If you're an old player, yeah, maybe you can dismantle this. I'll probably dismantle. Sorry, I will dismantle this. It is not that big of a deal because I already have mine max out. Yeah, new and repeat packages, new limited pack. So costume blade dancer, Mayakashi, Maboroshi, and gems. So this pack doesn't come with a supporter. So it means that it has a pickup gacha. Supporter, sword, dancer, Kichi Asusa, Mayakashi, Maboroshi. Okay. I mean, having limited packs is good and all, but what about short stack Aina? What about Sora? This character is new. Really, what happened with the other ones? Gremory, come on, give us the limited packs for those two. Aina, Sora, and I hope they don't release super fast the pack for what's the name for Ragnarok. I really wish they released the one for Aina at least. Anyways, let's see. We also have a repeat. Very likely, very likely that these packs are gonna be on discount, and I might get them just because I do like the skins. But we have Blue Lady Rinko, and again this comes with the weapon and supporter. And Blue Lady Rinko is a terrible character set, but the skin looks nice. So there's no rush if you don't want to get this. It is completely fine if you skip it, unless you like the skin and the weapon skin. Then we have Shaman Yukikaze. Again, another seasonal pack that is getting a repeat, and probably it's gonna be on discount. Again, not worth it to get. Maybe the weapon, and that's a big maybe. But you don't want to spend on this unless you like the skin. If you like the skin, okay, grab it. Why not? Oh, another one, just the same. Another seasonal. Another seasonal that isn't actually that great, so you might skip this. The weapon is usable, but just that, usable. It is not busted. The skin, again, is nice. If you want to grab it, do so. And we have a repeat pack for Racer Queen Emily, which was a Golden Pass skin. So if you want to grab this, be sure to get it. This one. This one was Aina's Desire skin. I don't know if this is gonna be on discount. I don't think it's gonna be on discount. I think this is the second time they do it. Usually on the third one they do the discount. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna be on discount. Murasaki, I think she was also Golden Pass. I don't remember. Okay. And half vampire pack. I doubt this is gonna be on discount. I don't remember this being on a pack, but maybe there was. But this would be the second time it's on a pack because the first one was on the Desire Shop. Yeah, on the Desire Shop. So I cannot blame you if you get this one. I know it's exactly the same as the default skin, but with wings and a different color and a tan. Yeah. It is different. Yet it's the same. I know. But I like it. The color, the tan, the wings. I love that. Now we got new skins. Razor Queen Sora. Yeah, Sora is getting love. Nice. Not that I like this character in particular, but honestly, it doesn't have enough skins. And skins give stats. And that means that Sora is weak. So giving her stats is good. That's what I mean. And Psycho. What is this? Eleanor. So yeah, I like that. I like that. But good for Sora. Good for little Sora because she desperately needs skins to strengthen herself. Then we have obviously the repeats for all of these Razor Queen. Yeah, I know. If you don't have this, you'll want those. Like these look nice for sure, but these ones, the original ones are pretty good. Also, we're gonna have the Spring Herald skins. You know, the Sakura skins, and more Racing Queen and more Spring Herald. Yeah, guys, oof, oof, oof. So this is gonna be a difficult month for newer players because of the amount of skins. Honestly, newer players in particular need more sources of crystals. And here is the code if you want to put it on the game so that you receive onsen ticket for. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal, but whatever, resources. So yeah. Oh my god, as I was saying, it's gonna be rough for newer players because the skins are nice looking. Honestly, if you want to grab some of these, I totally get it. But at the same time, we have the let's go over here just to do a quick recap. We have the banner for the new weapon for Maika, number 1. We also have the limited banner that is not gonna get repeated for Mirabel. That's important. That's one thing that you have to take into consideration. We have the limited banner for Punisher Yukikaze, and honestly, there's really no way to know when this is gonna have a rerun or if it will have a rerun, and I wonder what they will do with this. Honestly, the easy solution, because we can see the model and we can see that it's gonna be a thing. Are they preparing a character? It would be nice to have the clone and or well, the future version, whatever they want to call it, and that it plays different than the normal Yukikaze, because having these kind of electric swords, knife, whatever they are, would be nice. I won't deny it. I won't complain about it, but at the same time, it is very likely that they just make a skin out of it. And we also have the gacha for... Where is the other one? Yeah, it was Punisher Yukikaze. Yeah, that's 3 gachas, 2 limited gachas, and 1 permanent. So yeah, and then you're... Oh no, 4. Yeah. 3 limited gachas, 1 permanent. It's gonna be a rough decision, and you usually want to double pity this one because there is a weapon and a supporter on the limited set gacha. While the other ones, if you get 1 copy of this, I think that's more than enough, because this is green and it gives you defense against humans, and usually you won't use that particular combination. While it is something that you can use, it is not that necessary. You can just go with something more generic like Sakuya, which was given to us on an event, and it's defense for your demon type character, so not necessarily you need that. Also, if you're using it on VR, probably you are. You can just use the Hisui, which is a generic 40% against any kind of boss. So yeah, not that you need it, just to unlock the formations, you know. And this one, I think is gonna be very relevant in the future. Not like the most busted thing, but if you have Kana, you might consider this one, because 3 buffs on one supporter. That's going to increase the damage given by Kana dramatically. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think about all these guys. Let me know if you consider these supporters good, if you consider these supporters bad, if you are going to keep the 2 copies of Yasuna or you're gonna dismantle them, which limited banner you're gonna roll on, or if it's a total skip, which costumes you're gonna buy, the packs, or which skins, the seasonal skins you're gonna get. Let me know in the comments. I mean, this is pretty exciting, but at the same time, it's kind of rough, especially for newer players. So, and tell me, the most important thing, guys, are you excited about Mirabel becoming a playable character? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!